Hi there, Aaron Dunn here from the SMSF Academy, and in this video we're going to be looking at our updated documentation around partial commutations. So we've spent a bit of time recently updating these documents to cover off not only the 2016-17 requirements where we had opportunities, for example, to have amounts taken by way of commutation but count towards the minimum, and even where we were able to make those Regulation 9951 elections, to now incorporate a post 1 July setting, and in particular where we're undertaking commutations out of retirement phase income streams. So we're going to go through this document and the form specifically, but remembering that you can use our integrations with Simple Fund 360 and Class Super to efficiently generate this particular document. So we can see here, I've filled in a little bit of this for the sake of time, but we have in essence our fund information, and then we're looking at picking up our trustee and member information inside this form. So we've got two individual trustees we can see here. We'll pick up our specific address that we have, our meeting date, and then we need to decide around that member currently in receipt of the pension. And using our integrations, again, this information will automatically pass out from that software as well to enable you to automatically fill in this partial commutation form. It's now when we get to this next page that we see some distinct differences based upon the information that we have. So first and foremost, the type of pension. So the notation that we're giving this income stream, because we may have more than one pension. So inside your SMSF software, you may have given that a notation, for example, like account-based pension number 2 here. We're looking then at the powers in which that pension is being paid, and in particular, therefore, the partial commutation to occur, whether it's a rule or clause. And this date of partial commutation now becomes really important, because if we have in here a date that may reflect the 1st of July 2016, you can see that we are dealing with the old regulations whereby we have the ability to choose, if we need to, a commutation under a Regulation 9951 election, where we are recharacterizing that benefit as a lump sum for income tax purposes, and then we also have the flexibility to make that payment as a cash or in-specie payment as well. However, if we move forward to 1st of July 2017, that set Regulation 995 election has now been repealed, so you will no longer be able to look at that as an option here. So the amount here to be commuted, let's say, is going to be $150,000. We have our member's age here, and then we have a choice whether that amount is being taken as a cash payment or whether that amount is being rolled back to the accumulation phase. So in this instance, we will use that as a cash payment coming out of the superannuation system. So it now gives us the opportunity to review the information that we have around that particular order, and then we can simply submit that to ensure that we then see the generated document. At this point, I'll pause the video and show you, once it's been generated, that completed document. Okay, so we now have our completed document ready around the partial commutation. So what you can see here is that we have our member notification in respect to that account-based pension number 2 and the specific amount, and the fact that we've requested that as a cash payment. As we then move along to our trustee meeting, you can then see here we start to distinguish the fact that it is a pension that was in operation post 1 July 2017. So we're referencing that it was an account-based pension in the retirement phase. We have the updated information that as a result of the commutation, it does not count towards the minimum pension obligations for that particular year. And we have information around the confirmation date, the reporting requirements insofar that it is a debit for the purposes of the member's transfer balance account, and then the specific resolutions to enable the payment of that benefit, the reporting to the ATO, and the necessary adjustments that need to be made to the financials and the financial statements and return where appropriate. So, and then finally, we have our notification to the member, which also incorporates the fact that as that member was over 60 years of age, that the amount payable to them as that lump sum would of course be tax-free. So that is our completed template now that in the form satisfies both any pre-30 June 2017, so under the old rules you can still produce those documents now in addition to our retirement phase income streams where you can request that commutation, but importantly incorporates all of those specific changes that were introduced around commutations from the 1st of July 2017. So if you do have any specific questions that you'd like to ask in respect to these partial commutation documents, please feel free to reach out to us on 1300 95 94 76 or by email info@thesmsfacademy.com.au. Thanks for that and bye for now.